It is cold out there. Okay, I may or may not get a text right now because I just texted my husband. So if you can hear the text message going through, I'm sorry. That workout was amazing. I love my Mondays workouts because I always feel like that muscle memory is most real on Mondays because you go a weekend without working out and then you come back and you feel so much energized or so much more energized. And it's like that muscle memory just knows what to do. So Mondays are my favorite because it always seems to be the easiest. And with me even feeling as tired as I'm feeling right now, I was able to get through that workout pretty good. So I know that I mentioned that I stopped doing Body Fit by Amy because I felt like her workouts weren't really getting the job done. And it was true, but I think it was because it was the level that she was at. I kind of feel like I was in this like odd period where my body needed a break from the heavy lifting, and so because I wasn't burning enough calories, I felt like my body was not digesting well enough. All right, so I have to charge my phone for a bit because I don't want to run out of battery while I'm filming. For a long time, I was doing Caroline Girvin, but once I got past her second workout, I think it was the Epic 2, it was getting too hard for my body and I ended up injuring myself, and now I have like pain in my shoulder and then pain in my backside. So then that's when I found Body Fit by Amy, and I really loved doing her for like the longest time. But the injuries like on my shoulder and my lower back was just getting too intense. So I switched over to more Pilates and cardio based workouts, which was the Burpee Girl, and I still really like her, but I felt like I wasn't getting enough of a calorie burn. I feel like my body just reacts so much better to weightlifting. So I'm glad that I'm back on weightlifting. I've already noticed some differences. I've noticed some more definition in my upper body, not so much like the belly area or the lower body yet, but I feel like it's beginning to change up here in the chest and the shoulders and the arms and a little bit in the face. And so I feel like it's a little bit of progress, so I want to continue doing her. I've always loved working out with her, and she's so motivating.
Remember, your body is for you. Your body's not against you. I know sometimes it feels that way. Maybe it feels that way. Maybe for you it's when you look in the mirror. Maybe it's when you're in a workout, or maybe it's when you're trying to do something else physically or emotionally. Sometimes it feels like our body is against us, but I promise you, your body is for you.
You are gonna have to let me know if you guys are enjoying this type of video. I just decided to do this type of video because I have been gone for so long and I haven't really sat down and chatted with anyone in a while, or with you guys I should say. But a couple of you guys had mentioned that you are so glad that I am back, and I am too. But speaking of that, like, I'm not sure how consistent I plan on being on YouTube anymore. I don't know if I'm going to make it a weekly vlog or not, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if I took enough time off, because if you really think about it, I only took about 3 to 4 weeks off, and then I got to planning this party, and I've been busy nonstop since, plus editing and all that, so I really didn't give myself that much time off, and I wanted to give myself anywhere between 2 and 3 months So I'm not even really sure if I'm ready to come back, but you guys are gonna have to let me know if you like more chill videos like this, because it would make my life a lot easier if I didn't have to be so fast-paced all the time, because I'm running out of the ability to create content like that. It's getting expensive to throw parties, and I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to afford to do that. And I know that my homemaking videos aren't really something that goes or does well. Mainly party videos and balloon popping videos are like the main part of my channel, but I just can't do them all the time. But I know there's a few of you out there that really do enjoy videos like this. So I want to thank you guys for being here. If you guys are making it this far to the video and you plan on staying with me till the end. So I'm just getting ready for my day. And speaking of like the workouts and stuff, like I figured maybe I could like update you guys on my journey here. I had been actively going and getting my labs done pretty often, like at least every 6 weeks, to see how my thyroid levels are. And finally my thyroid levels, like the dosage that they were prescribing me, they finally stopped decreasing the dosage. So I'm currently taking 150 micrograms of levothyroxine, and from what I understand, that's still a pretty high amount of medication. And according to my endocrinologist that I had seen, he was saying that that's how much medication that they give someone who has just had their thyroid removed. So after my husband found this new job, our insurance has changed. Obviously, we had to change insurance policies. Finding and establishing a doctor is very difficult, and all they want to do is just send me for more labs. And to be honest with you, I'm getting quite frustrated because these doctors aren't even contacting me about my lab results. So I really don't even know what my lab results are. I know that I can go log in to LabCorp and figure it out, but I want a doctor to sit with me and tell me what my labs look like and where I'm at. So I'm having a hard time. So I'm not sure if my thyroid levels are just staying the same because no doctor wants to touch it. They just want to keep referring me to an endocrinologist, which is difficult on my end only because I live so far away from the closest one, and I don't have a very reliable vehicle to get me to this endocrinologist. And so yeah, I'm just kind of taking it month by month and hoping that one day I'm just going to magically feel better, which I don't think is going to happen because I have reached the age of 40. I'm going on 41, and I know that things are going to get harder from here on out. I have created a few videos on here relating to my hypothyroidism, and some people really did take a liking to those, and they did help and motivate others to go and see doctors here and there. But I'm not really that great at explaining hypothyroidism, what exactly it is. I mean, I know what it is, but putting it into words is really hard for me. But I do have a couple of videos out there that did pretty good, like I did the food sensitivity test, and I did it for thyroid reasons, and people seem to really have enjoyed watching that video. But if you do have hypothyroidism, don't worry about it too much. It is manageable. Just make sure you're constantly seeing your doctor. And I hate saying that because I have such trust issues with doctors. I mean, I have not found a doctor that I like, but I can blame that on location. I have yet ever in my life ever found a doctor I was comfortable with and has ever taken the time to actually listen to me, which is probably why I want to lean towards trying to find like a holistic doctor to talk to about my problems with my thyroid. But the thing is that holistic doctors are not always covered by your health insurance, and getting it approved is really difficult. And it also depends on location as well. And where I live, there is no holistic doctors. I've checked into it and it's really hard to find. But maybe one day in the future, I'll be able to find a doctor that will actually take the time to listen to me. But for now, I'm just living day by day, and I'm trying to work on myself and trying to listen to my body cues and just try to do the things that my body is telling me to do. And being intuitive with your body is like the most important thing that you could do, because I feel like a lot of people don't do it enough, and that's why their body goes into haywire, because they're ignoring symptoms or signals that their body's trying to tell them, whether it's acne, inflammation, I don't know, all kinds of different things that you might think is normal, but it's really not. And although I am probably not the best person to speak to about this condition, whether you have hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, or hyperthyroidism, either way, like, I just want you to know that if you've been suffering or struggling with thyroid issues for a while now and you feel like it's never going to get any better, it does get better, but it is something that you are going to have to manage for the rest of your life, and you're going to have to deal with these problems, because once you have hyper or hypothyroidism, you can never get rid of it. Again, I am not a doctor. I'm not in nothing, you know, like, I don't have any medical background at all to support any of my opinions. These are all just my own. Just make sure to keep in contact with your doctor and try to build a relationship with him as much as possible. It's just going to take some time. So don't give up on yourself. Don't let go. Really take care of yourself. Listen to your body cues. Listen to what your body is telling you. That's the important thing. But I gotta stop talking now. I have things that I would like to get done before the day is done, and I feel like it's already getting late. So.
One of the things that helps me really stay on track and keeping myself focused is by keeping myself busy. If I don't do that, it opens up an opportunity for me to overthink things about my life. So I always try to find things to do, even if it feels like there's nothing to do. Like, for instance, cleaning my makeup brushes. I am able to reflect and analyze things that's actually bothering me, but in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can talk to myself so much better when I'm doing something productive, whereas sitting around doing nothing and letting my anxiety swallow me whole. This is also why I enjoy doing crafty things, whether it's baking or DIYing or anything of the sorts. It keeps my brain stimulated and it keeps my anxiety from going out of control.
Okay, so part of the reason why I wanted to create this video was because back in December, my mom sent me a gift, and I knew it was her because I just know my mom. But I thought it was funny when I first opened up the box. There was a big bottle of vinegar and these sheets. And when I called her, she said she wanted me to try using vinegar to clean my mirrors. So she also gave me these sheets. They feel like wax paper, but they kind of have the consistency of like newspaper. And I remember one of my videos I had mentioned that I could use newspaper or even like a brown paper bag to clean my mirrors, and it actually worked really well. But she wanted me to try it with vinegar. So I don't have a spray bottle, but I did find this old Brillo dishwashing soap from the Dollar Tree. So I cleaned it out, and I'm going to put half of this with warm water, and the other half I'm going to fill it with the vinegar, and I'm going to try it on the mirror and see if it works really well. But really what I want to try it on is this little mirror here, because it gets dirty so quickly with me wearing makeup, and it gets like kind of sticky, and I want to see if I can get all of that residue off using this vinegar. Well, I would say that the vinegar did a pretty good job. It loosened up the areas. It did loosen whatever was sticking onto my mirror, and it looks a lot better than if I had just used Windex. I want to try cleaning the base too. That did help, actually. I mean, it's not 100% clean, but I was able to get a lot of that dust off. A lot of the sticky residue is from me doing my nails. So the next thing that my mom gave me in this box took me by surprise. I was not expecting it, and at first I didn't even really know what they were. But it came with a box of 10, and I was like, what am I going to do with these? She told me she wants me to use them for my son's drawers, but Christian didn't want them. You know, he said that they look too girly. And I'm sorry, Mom, but honestly, I like these for myself because they are absolutely beautiful, and I love them so much. But they are knobs, and they look like diamonds. I did create a video on this when I first got it. My reaction was just so amazed that she thought of me because she knows how much diamonds really mean to me. Not only is a diamond my birthstone, but it is also something that I refer to all of my friends and family and you guys. You guys are my diamonds, my rocks, my gems, my rare finds, the ones that actually have faith in me and in my channel, in my life. Everything. You guys are amazing. So you guys are my diamonds because you guys are flawless and I love you guys. I love each and every one of you. So when she sent me these, it just felt so sentimental and beautiful that I don't want to give these to Christian and he doesn't really want them either. So I am going to take them and I want to try putting them on my vanity. Perfect. Wow, look at that. That's so pretty. Ta-da! They're so beautiful. I love them. Thank you, Mom.
This is my brain. I chose a dark roast because I like a dark roast.
Hi, come here.
Fill up my kettle here.
I'm used to cats.
We don't know how much
need
falls
tea.
here.
Hi, Bibi.
I measured milliliters.
Hi, Bibi. Hi. This is Roxy. Say hi, Roxy. Oh, you want your belly rubbed? Yeah, it's a belly rub. Yeah, it's a good girl. Hi, Bibi. Come here. Oh. We have a new puppy. I think she's a puppy. So, she was actually unplanned. We did not go and get her or anything like that. We weren't even looking for another dog. She just happened to stroll on into our yard and she never left. And so I tried looking for her owners, but they never claimed her. She looks like she's still a little pup. But from what I understand, she could be a Pomsky, which is a combination between a Husky and a Pomeranian. She's got a really pretty fluffy tail. She's very soft. She looks like she used to be domesticated. Out here where we live, we have a lot of people who dump dogs and cats. They just dump their pets on the side of the road and they just leave them behind. But I am getting tired already, and I did get a phone call from my daughter's school saying that I need to go get her because she has an infection on her earlobe from where she had her ears pierced, and it had been several months since she's gotten her ears pierced, so I switched out her earrings, and I'm wondering if that's what caused an infection. So she's got like her whole earlobe and like the back of her ears all red and it has a big rash on it. I was going to continue just doing what I'm already doing and hope that she'll get better by tomorrow, because it looks like it's already trying to heal itself. So keeping my fingers crossed that I don't have to take her to see a doctor. But I think that I should at least wipe some things down and kind of, I don't know, do a little bit more. I did want to tackle my pantry and my refrigerator, but that's probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow, and I need to clean my stove and stuff like that. So maybe I'm just gonna put a pin in it for today. Also, since I have those extra knobs that I took off my vanity, I'm thinking about maybe putting those on Christian's drawers. So there are a few more things for me to do around here, but I think I'm gonna maybe focus tomorrow when I have a little bit more energy, because like I said, I am so tired. I know it sounds dumb, but I'm exhausted. I've been up since 3:30, so yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
For the podcast, I know most of you guys are listening.
Good morning, baby. Come here. Hi. Hi, good morning.
Computers, doing edits, posting content. My days are like my content.
Emily, it's time to get up. You smiling? Are you smiling? It's time to get up. Good morning, Christian. It's time to get up, buddy. It is so cold this morning, but I don't want to put a fire on. I feel like once I get going, maybe I'll warm up some more. But yeah, I am going to be continuing on today. I am feeling so much better. I woke up so much more alive today than yesterday. I shouldn't have even been filming yesterday. I wasn't feeling good at all. Today I'm feeling much better. I have a lot more energy. Welcome to my kids' room if this is your first time here. So my son has this issue with his knobs. For some reason, I think it's just because the holes are so big, and when he pulls on the knobs like to fall off. We have screwed these on so many different times. So she said, well, what if you glue them in? So I'm thinking I might just do that. I'm thinking I'm going to use the screws that the diamonds came with, because they will fit in here. They look like they will. And I think I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue on the face here, just so that it has some extra bond, so that they're less likely to fall off. I only have 6 knobs and I need 8. So 2 of these drawers are going to have the white knobs. There's nothing else I can do about that. And I definitely don't want to use the last 4 of my diamonds on here, because I want to find uses for those on something else. So I have this Gorilla Glue that I stole from my husband. He had this in his toolbox. But I'm going to start by pulling all of these out. Oh, this is a flathead. I got to get a flathead screwdriver. All right. This time for real. This does not want to come off. The screws, they just don't fit. No matter what I do, no matter what screw I try to use. I even got my electric screwdriver, and I can't get the screws to fit in here. So I'm just going to use the Gorilla Glue, and I'm just going to glue to the base of, sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm going to glue to the base of the drawer. And then I'm just, and make sure you put a lot, because you want it to kind of like spill out just a little bit so that it covers the entire thing. And I'm going to let this dry for a couple of hours and hope that it sticks.
Let's do something crazy, get a bit wild today, 'cause we don't do this every day and we deserve it. Life is so amazing, nothing is in our way. Baby, let's fly away. Do you feel it? Is your heart rushing the way my heart's rushing when you take it all in? Baby, this is where we come alive. Do you feel it? Take the world by storm, just you and I. Can't believe it took so long to realize what makes us come alive.
On this day, I did so much. After my usual morning routine, which is different now, I should probably record a video of my new daily morning routine because, yeah, a lot has changed. But anyway, I started my, what I call the day shift at 9:30, and then I didn't stop until almost 5. Usually I like to end my day around 3:30 because then I have to pick up my kids from the bus stop, and then I have to start my evening shift where I plan dinner and all that other stuff before I have to relax and then go to bed. Anyway, I filmed all of this that I did on this day, but I had to cut out a lot of it because I just wasn't trying to upload an hour video on you guys. But that's the reality of it. One day I can muster up the energy to do a few things, either because I'm just simply not able to physically, or things happen, like I have to pick up my daughter early from school. And then there are other days where I'm full of energy and I'm like what my mom calls me, the Energizer Bunny, and I just keep on going and going and going. But point is, every day I show up and I do what I'm able to do.
Take the world by storm, just you and I. Can't believe it took so long to realize what makes us come alive.
I'm just going to put them away and let them dry like that because they still feel pretty sticky. And I just realized that if I ever sold the house, I would have to replace those knobs in the bathroom because they also match the bathroom, the kids' bathroom cabinets. So I would probably have to take these off somehow and put them back, or buy new ones for all of them so that they all match. But we are working with what we have. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these away. I think that I am going to have to wait to do the kids' room for when they get home, because I feel like these kids know by now how to clean their room, and they've proven it to me a couple weekends ago when their room was a complete disaster and ready for a bunch of organization and cleaning, and they did it. It took them all day, but they did it, and their room isn't even nearly as bad as it was a couple weekends ago. So I know that they can go in there and they can deep clean that room within an hour and get it done, and then I can go in there and wipe it down. So I'm gonna wait until they get home from school and they're gonna help me clean their room, because I cannot be cleaning their room every single time. They need to learn how to do it themselves. I have been needing to clean my ceiling fan. This is the only one I've been neglecting. I clean every other fan, but for some reason I always miss this one ceiling fan in our kitchen, and it's in desperate need of attention. So I am gonna get up there and do that right now. That feels so much better. That alone has been something I've been waiting for so long that if that's all I did today, I would have been happy with what I did today. That was so satisfying.
So, have you guys started your spring cleaning yet? I know that I haven't. I do little things here and there, especially since I've been pretty occupied lately. I haven't really had a chance to really deep dive and get into the nitty-gritty of cleaning, but I definitely want to. And I have several projects that I would really love to conquer, but they all require a few buckaroos in organizational supplies. And I feel like I've exhausted all of my Dollar Tree options and it's time for an upgrade. And not to change the subject or anything, but especially with all these changings that Dollar Tree is making, I'm not even sure I want to support the Dollar Tree chain anymore. Have you heard about it yet? They want to change it into like a little mini mart, like kind of in comparison to Dollar General. As a crafter and a budgeteer, I don't think this is a great move on their part, but that's just my opinion. I feel like it's going to cause so much competition with other store chains, and you're just not going to get the use out of your buck. And it's just not economic. But what are your thoughts? I'm curious to know. Anyway, I do have some spring cleaning that I have in mind. Maybe I'll make a video out of it. I'm not really sure yet, but I probably won't get to it until like May, but that's just how it is here at Shelly Lynn's house. We're always behind schedule, but as long as it gets done, it gets done.
Well, fancy meeting you here. Are you just chilling out? I don't want to deep clean my refrigerator today. I just want to organize it because it is a mess. We went grocery shopping over the weekend and I just started stuffing things in everywhere because I was exhausted and I didn't feel like doing it. So I want to go through everything in here, take out what we don't need, organize everything, and do that like snappy. You know what I mean? Just get it done.
I really do enjoy doing this. It's therapeutic in some weird, odd way. I'm not sure why, but I do prefer doing it after I have just finished grocery shopping. But sometimes time just does not allow. But I'm doing it now, and I'm going to be frank with you. I didn't wash these fruits and veggies. What? I know, but hear me out. The real question is, why? My kids are completely able to wash them themselves. My youngest are 8 and 10. I'm prepping them. That's the least that they can do, and it saves me some time while teaching them a little responsibility and good habits. And guess what? They actually love it. So why not? Let them help in small ways to take the load off you so that you're able to focus on other and much more important things. Besides, in my opinion, fruits and vegetables go bad after you wash them. Sorry, I said it, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. The point that I am trying to make is that my refrigerator is now organized and clean, and it's filled with healthy fruits and vegetables and all kinds of yummy food, and I can feel better about going into my refrigerator and my freezer and finding the things that I need on the daily and not have my stress overwhelming me with looking at a refrigerator that's dirty. So I am happy regardless if my fruits and veggies are washed before they're put in there.
Okay, I am nearing the end of my work day. I am getting tired. I have been working all day and it is 1:20, so I have about an hour and 10 minutes or so until I have to pick up my oldest. So I'm gonna quickly wipe down all the counters, wipe out the microwave, wipe down the stove, do the few dishes that are in the sink, clean the sink, sweep and mop, and hopefully I'll be done with the kitchen before I have to leave. I was gonna tackle my pantry. It's really not that bad. It's just not to my standards, to my liking. I'm just gonna let it be and I'll do it some other time. And then once my kids get home from school, I'm gonna help them clean their room, and that is gonna be it until I have to cook dinner.
What? I took her to the hospital. When you find your sister unconscious, you call 911.
Not when you have a parade of vampires at your disposal.
Every remaining.
Have I told you lately how much I appreciate you not being the dumbest brother on earth?
You know, one of us needs to keep moving, right? Keep his body hidden before Art finds him, kills him. You know, I'm dead.
Our life is one.
Clean. It just seems like no matter what you do, you always feel like there's so much more left to do, and you feel like the jobs can never get done. Everywhere you look, there's something. Just know that it is completely normal. Like right now, I glanced over here and I looked at my blinds and they're filthy. They're so filthy. But the thing is, I can clean them today and they'll be dirty by tomorrow or by next week. Like, there's always going to be something to do. Just try to do your best. Don't worry so much. No one's coming in with a fine-tooth comb or a white glove, and they're not going to be looking at all of your dirt. Only you see those kind of things. My aunt always said no one sees dirt like I do, and I resonate with that, and it has stuck with me for years, and that's exactly how I feel. But at the same time, you should never overwhelm yourself and run yourself to the bone trying to keep your house clean. Do what you can. I'm here to motivate you, and you know, to be completely honest, I was not prepared for this video. I was not prepared to come back and do this all over again. I kept thinking to myself, no one cares, and no one really needs the cleaning motivation but mama. If you are a stay-at-home mom and you're having trouble getting motivated, I am too. Whatever it might be, maybe you're depressed, maybe you have anxiety, maybe you're struggling with something, maybe you feel like you're not good enough. I don't know what it is, but mama, it's gonna be okay, okay? It's gonna be okay. Things are gonna get done. I know it can be quite frustrating when you feel like you're the only one doing it, but it is rewarding, even if it's just for yourself. Just do it for you. Even if you just do 5-10 minutes a day, that's all it needs. And then each day, it's like a workout routine. You start off with 5-10 minute incline on a treadmill, and then you work your way up. It's the same way as a stay-at-home mom. You just take 5-10 minutes out of your day to do what you need to do around the house, and you're gonna see it's gonna build over time. And before you know it, your house is gonna be spick and span, and you're gonna love doing it.